Welcome to the IHSA's Football Focus. I'm Sam Knox, an Assistant Executive Director and the Football Administrator at the IHSA. This is our third season of Football Focus. If you've seen some of our previous videos, you know our purpose is to educate coaches, players, officials, parents, the media, and fans about the rules that govern the high school game. We'll use rulebook language and videos to teach viewers about specific aspects of the game. However, we won't ever embarrass teams, players, coaches, or officials. As I said, our primary focus is education. Sometimes showing a video with penalties or mistakes allows all of us to learn and improve for the future. Now that I've explained what Football Focus is all about, let's get started. Today, we'll examine new rules for 2023. The exceptions related to Rule 752 in intentional grounding have changed slightly. The highlighted language in letter C means only the player who receives the snap is allowed to intentionally throw the ball away to avoid a loss of yardage. 99.9% of the time, that will be the quarterback. In order to legally throw the ball away when there is no eligible receiver in the area, he must be outside the lateral boundary of the free blocking zone, and the ball must cross the line of scrimmage extended. If the pass meets all criteria listed on the screen, it's simply an incomplete pass. Now let's look at a few videos to learn more. This play shows exactly what the rule allows. The quarterback is outside the free blocking zone and throws the ball to an area where there is no eligible receiver. Since the ball crosses the line of scrimmage, it's simply an incomplete pass. The next play is 3rd and 9. On this play, some might ask two questions. Was the quarterback outside the free blocking zone? And did the ball cross the line of scrimmage? Neither one of those questions is important here, since number 21 in purple was in the area of the pass. This is simply an incomplete pass. The next play is 4th and 13. This play is similar. It appears the quarterback is outside the free blocking zone, but does the ball cross the line of scrimmage extended? That is an important question since there is not an eligible receiver in the area. The pass hits one of the chain crew members, so the officials should give the offense the benefit of the doubt on a play like this. Incomplete pass. The next play is 2nd and goal. The rulebook now has additional language regarding contact on a defenseless receiver. Rule 232.16 defines a defenseless player and is quite lengthy. When a player meets the definition of defenseless, his opponent is responsible for making legal contact. The highlighted areas on the screen cover the rule changes related to a defenseless receiver. Examples of defenseless players include, but are not limited to, a receiver in B and C above, including the person intercepting the pass, who is forcefully contacted by an opponent, and that contact is not incidental contact as a result of making a play on the ball, initiated with open hands, or an attempt to tackle by wrapping arms around the receiver. This essentially means forceful contact against a defenseless receiver is limited to incidental contact when making a play on the ball, contact with open hands, or contact as a part of an attempt to wrap and tackle. We've seen this play in a previous Football Focus video. It's here again to show a textbook wrap and tackle. Yes, number 4 in white is a defenseless receiver by definition, but this is a completely legal play by number 22 in blue. He contacts his opponent forcefully as he wraps both arms around him to make the tackle. We've also seen this play before when we covered targeting in a previous football focus. As we look at the changes to Rule 232.16, number 1 in maroon clearly makes forceful contact against a defenseless receiver, but the contact is not legal. Number 1 does not initiate contact with open hands, and he doesn't wrap either arm around the receiver in an attempt to tackle him. In addition to being a targeting foul, this is also unnecessary roughness. Here's another textbook wrap and tackle. The middle linebacker, number 65 in white, makes a nice play against a defenseless receiver. He makes forceful contact and wraps his arms to initiate the tackle. The pass falls incomplete. On this play, number 4 in black does a nice job to break up the pass against a defenseless receiver. Number 4 contacts the receiver with open hands and wraps an arm around number 2 in an attempt to tackle him. This is a legal play under the new restrictions in Rule 232.16. Here, the receiver is clearly defenseless. He has not yet had time to become a runner when the cornerback forcefully hits him. However, the contact is legal since the defender uses his arms to wrap and tackle. Solid play by the defense. The pass is incomplete. Rule 229.1 now includes additional language that clarifies when a player is in bounds or out of bounds. A player is out of bounds, and that player remains out of bounds until returning to the field with any body part touching the field and no body part touching out of bounds. This play shows a player who is forced out of bounds and returns to the field to catch a pass. Watch number 13 in white, the player in motion. This is a legal play since the receiver returned to the field at his first opportunity. The rule now states that he must return to the field with at least one body part touching the field and no body part touching out of bounds. Our number one objective with Football Focus is to help coaches, players, and officials understand the rules of the high school game. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on the IHSA's Football Focus.